Do not attempt the training techniques you're about to see without consulting a professional. Tonight on Cesar 911, her family loves her.
In the house, she's nurturing and she's loving.
But will they ever be able to control her?
From the moment we exit the house and we go on the dog walks, she's hunting for another dog to attack.
If Roxy were to attack another dog again, we would have to put her down or give her back to the pound.
I don't want to stay fine.
Then, just when Cesar thought he'd seen it all.
If it's moving quickly, he is moving after it.
This is Cesar 911. Cesar's first 911 call comes from Justin and Zoe, whose entire neighborhood is scared of a dog named Roxy.
How are you?
Hey,
good. How you doing,
How are
Cesar?
you?
Pretty place you live in.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You want to bring her in? She has a bed in it and everything. Please, make yourself at home. Very good.
There you go.
So, how can I help this community?
We live down the street from the Washingtons, and they have a pit bull, Roxy, that is aggressive as aggressive can be. You want to run to the other side of the street when you see Roxy. She's a pit bull, and she tried to attack Mishka. Roxy goes after every dog she sees. She went after 2 dogs at our local dog park. And Keith, one of the owners, struggled to separate them. Another time, she jumped her owner's 5-foot fence, ran after a chocolate lab, walking down the street, sunk her teeth into him, and actually drew blood. That scared all of us in the neighborhood to death. Roxy's created a fear in me and the people in the community. I can't imagine it getting any worse. I think that if something isn't done, Roxy is going to kill Doug.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this.
Justin and Zoe have arranged for the Washingtons to meet Cesar. Cesar watches on to observe how Roxy and her owners behave around the neighbor's dog, Mishka.
Roxy.
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 Hey, guys. Oh, hey. What's up, my man?
How's it going?
Come on, you need help.
My name's Natalie Washington.
And I'm Keith Washington.
We're a family of 5. We have 3 kids, and we've recently adopted a pit bull, Roxy. Since we've been together, we've had 3 separate dogs. Our first dog was a Rottweiler, and he was fine at first and then ended up being very aggressive. He actually attacked me and bit the side of my face here, and I had to have 14 stitches. When we decided to put him down, it was really traumatic for both of us. It was stressful all the way around, I think. We waited about a year just for both of us to be ready.
Then we ended up getting 2 bull mastiffs. Athena and Apollo passed away about 2.5 years ago. It was first Athena. Unfortunately, she had cancer. And then Apollo passed away about 6 months or so after that. We went through a long struggle.
And then we decided we were going to get another dog.
So then we went to the pound in Riverside County just to look, and we just really fell in love with Roxy right there. She was very docile at that time, and so I told Natalie right away, I think this is the good one for us. She is just a beautiful, beautiful dog.
I treat Roxy like a member of the family. In the house, when there's no other distractions, she's nurturing and she's loving. When we first brought Roxy home, she was fine. I can't even recall when it happened, but she just all of a sudden became dog aggressive. And I was like, here we go again.
One time, she leaped over this 5-foot fence and then attacked this chocolate lab. The gentleman, probably in his 70s or so, you know, I think Natalie was scared for him because he then fell to the ground out of breath. And I think Natalie thought he was going to have a heart attack. So after a while, we had to make sure she was on leash all the time and realized we couldn't take Roxy outside anymore.
It's like she's hunting. From the moment we exit the house and we go on the dog walks, she's hunting for another dog or another animal to attack.
If Roxy were to attack another dog again, I think for the safety of everyone, and probably from the pressure from the community, we would have to put Roxy down or give her back to the pound.
If we didn't have Roxy in the family, I'd be crying and our house would be flooded. I'd be sad because I'd be lonely because I love dogs.
It would be devastating for this family if Roxy was taken away or had to be taken away for any reason.
Comes like a bull. All right, so first thing we gotta change is where you have this collar. It's not giving you what you're looking for, which is the control.
Right.
Right, I mean, you're just holding for your life, you know? Can I show you how to do it?
Okay.
Please. This is a strong dog. I have to adjust the collar under the chin and over the head just to give me more control. The owners have the collar on the lower part of the neck, which it doesn't give you control, and the dog just overpowers you. Okay, just watch from over there. Then I wanted to see how difficult this dog really was, so I walked it back towards the neighbor's dog. So now we're closing the proximities, right? Just don't get too worried, right? Shh. Hey. Shh. Shh. Hey. It's still bad. This is bad. So see the eye contact that they're giving to each other? Yeah, definitely this is a stronger eye contact. There you go. A stronger eye contact. Yeah, more like, let's do this.
Yes, exactly.
This is an addict.
Yeah.
You know, this is an addiction now.
I got you.
Yeah, it's like, come on, let's go. It feels so good.
Yeah.
Come on, I just want to kill that dog. I want to kill that one. I want to kill that one. I want to kill that one. That's Come on, Mom, follow me. I gave Roxy a couple of corrections, including a foot tap, which helps to snap the brain out of it. Hey. But she's still very intense. I mean, she still wanted to attack. Roxy. This dog is definitely a red zone case. She will attack any dog, no matter what the circumstances are. So I need to spend more time with Roxy to develop the proper rehabilitation strategy. But both of the owners are pretty soft energy, and Natalie is just very fearful, and this energy around a red zone case is not ideal. They're born aggressive. We make them aggressive. This is too dangerous for this neighborhood to have a dog like this, you know, at this level of aggression. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work at the dog psychology centers.
Okay.
How you feeling so far? The truth.
Nervous
Yeah.
for her,
Yeah.
you know, and
Why? What's the worst thing can happen to her?
well, part of me is worried that she's going to change. I mean, I want her to change in the fact that she's not aggressive, but when she's in the house and, you know, around us, she's really loving and nurturing. And I guess I'm just worried about her personality. I like who she is when she's not trying to attack another dog.
But you have an excited dog.
Yeah.
If you think that is personality, then you're gonna confuse her. So if you enjoy and nurture excitement, you will never get out of this. So you gotta give that energy a different purpose. Yeah.
I like that, giving her energy a different purpose.
Yeah, because excited dog is a dangerous dog. So this is not your first rodeo of creating aggression, but this could be the first one where you've stopped the vicious cycle. You have to like submerge yourself around a pack of dogs. And every dog you pass, confidence goes up. It just kind of then to the point where like, all right, at least I know how to walk my dog around dogs. All right, so let me walk you there.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I keep you posted.
Having seen Cesar with the dog today, I feel confident that he can help her and help me. And I think that that is the key ingredient to fixing Roxy's behavior. Time to change my behavior, time to change the way that we interact with Roxy and dogs in general.
Later that day, Cesar has Keith and Natalie bring Roxy to meet him at his dog psychology center to see if they can make progress with their dangerous pit bull.
All right, let me get to work. Let me get to work. Let me get to work. No. Please don't be sorry. This is why I brought you here. Okay. This is why I brought you here. So first we're gonna get this under control. Before you leave, I want you to experience a different energy. So that way you leave with the feeling of what it is to have no worries. Okay? So first I'm gonna do it for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. I just want Kid and Natalie to experience what is possible with this dog. Now, let's do a pack walk. Now we're gonna put it inside the pack.
Oh my God.
Testing her right away.
Okay.
Look at her head going back and forth.
She's looking at the pit, you see her? Okay.
Caesar was called by Justin and Zoe, whose neighbor's dog Roxy has attacked other dogs in the neighborhood, including their own. Caesar determines that Roxy is a red zone case and has her owners bring her to his dog psychology center. He gets right to work and confronts the dangerous Roxy with a pack of dogs.
Look at her head going back and forth.
She's looking at the pit, you see her? Okay.
There you go.
That's unbelievable.
She's listening, huh?
We don't have the aggression. We have more like unsure, overwhelmed. I want that. There you go. Your wife.
Oh, just me?
I want you to be in the middle. Relax. You look absolutely worried. I wanted to start with Natalie because you can send her fear a mile away. Try to imitate me. It's just relax, breathe. You're in the middle of the pack. Shorten out the leash. There you go, right there. Now tense. So this is you walking. I'm just holding the leash for prevention, protection, like, training wheels.
If I'm being honest, I felt the whole time like there was the possibility that she could turn, even when I was attempting to be calm, thinking that in the back of my mind. The natural reaction is to fear when I'm holding a leash and there's a dog right next to me.
Here. So just short right there. There you go. Short, not tense. Okay. See the tension? See how she feels? Right. Because your energy is not in sync. Dog for you guys means worry. So don't even look at the dog, because the feedback you're going to get from your mind is worry, it's tense, it's aggression. So just by looking at the dog, your brain is already trained to think that way. Get up. Okay. Relax. There you go. See, now it's better. Kid was a little more confident than Natalie, and we're taking baby steps. I just want them to see if their energy change, Roxy can change. Now I want to see how Roxy does without her owner. All right, guys.
All right, thank you, Cesar.
Thank you. My work begins, people. Everybody ready? I already seen Roxy in a red zone with her owners, so how she behaves with my pack without her owners will teach me a lot. I have to be cautious because we know this dog can be aggressive. Come on. I like that she's curious. I like that she's focusing on the environment. You can clearly see this unease way of being. At the moment she went towards the face, she moved her arm up. And that for me is a sign of two things. She's not sure what this dog is gonna do, or she's ready to attack the dog. So I'm just not gonna take that chance. This is your borderline consummate state, but also a little bit unsure. Oh, that's really good. She's giving a lot of respect for such a short period of time. Look at that. Whoa. That is a compliment, people. Showing the belly in front of a dog, a fighter, never do that. She would never do that. Vulnerability. She did amazingly well. I gave very little corrections. She even showed her belly around another dog. Fighters just don't do that. So the good news is this dog is capable of changing. The bad news, I don't know if the owners are compatible to her, but I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna start with Natalie.
2 days later, Cesar invites Natalie to the DPC to work on her confidence.
Hi.
From right there, yeah. So there you go. So what I want you to do is I want you to come here.
Okay.
No touch, no talk, no eye contact.
Okay.
We need to get right to work. Natalie carries so much fear. If she doesn't change her energy, this dog is always going to be dangerous around her. See those arms like that? That's a habit.
Sorry.
No. It's my job to make you aware.
Okay.
So I want you to come back in the middle of the pack, as calm as you can, as confident as you can.
Okay.
You just come in, grab the leash, and you begin walking.
Okay.
Right? Grab the leash. Little shorted. Not yet. Never walk back, you walk forward. If you walk forward, she gives you space. If you walk back, she stays on you.
Okay.
You see the difference?
Yeah.
So the no touch, no talk, no eye contact accelerates the process of her becoming calm because you represent excitement. That's what she jumped on you. Mm-hmm. There we go. Just move forward. Forward. There you go. See how she went down? There you go, right there. Yeah, don't hesitate. There you go. Own.
When Cesar had me walk Roxy with the other dogs, I was really scared that she was going to get into a fight. It was really hard for me.
Right now, we still have excitement. You're leading. Little area. Little stronger.
Yeah.
Like the step a little stronger. Yeah, more sure, more secure. This part feels like it's numb. I just want to let you know, right? Because you guys want the dog back. But if you guys don't do this rehabilitation of yourself as fast, she's not ready to go home. That's what's going to happen.
Cesar takes on an aggressive pit bull named Roxy. But once he gets her away from her owners, he discovers a much different side of her.
Showing the belly in front of a dog, a fighter, never do that.
Now he works with Natalie to see if she can become a compatible owner.
You guys want the dog back, but if you guys don't do this rehabilitation of yourself as fast as, she's not ready to go home. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
Right? Yeah, we want the dog, but She still misbehaved. Well, you still misbehave, that's why. You know what I mean? Meaning your energy's still not in place.
Right.
Yeah.
I do try to be more aware of it, but I'm fearful, and so I kind of tense up. I'm not sure what to do.
And you are the role model, so who's going to teach the kids to be calm and assertive when mom is not calm or assertive?
Right.
Look, watch this. I'll show you so you see how it looks like. Look. So here, come next to me. There, steps, it's all steps. So everything that I do, I inject energy before I do it.
And is it like that forever, or is it just like that during the rehabilitation phase? Like, do I need to project that sort of energy for her on an every
time you want a dog to behave, yes. Are you going to be this way as a mom? Absolutely. You got to be that, you know, confident, assertive. This is what it is forever.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
And then when it's time for the loving and the energy, that's when you as the human can relax. Is that?
Yeah. I'm relaxed right now. I'm calm and assertive. I mean, this is love to me.
Right.
I mean, there is a love component in what I'm doing.
Right.
I have to say I'm concerned because I'm not sure if Natalie can change. And if she doesn't, this dog is not compatible to this family. May I see it right here?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't recommend you taking Roxy home yet.
But the kids adore her, especially my son.
Normally, I would not suggest it, but I would like for her to do 4 days with us and 3 days at home because she still needs her rehab, you know. So if you guys, you know, break all the rules for 3 days, I can live with that, you know, but I would do it for the kids. Natalie wants to take Roxy home to be with the kids. She's definitely not ready to go home, but we agree that she will stay with me 4 days a week, so hopefully we can make some progress. It's not ideal, but I'll give it a try.
Cesar's next 911 call is from Michael, whose neighbor's 7-year-old Lakeland Terrier is anything but neighborly.
Michael, Cesar, how are you?
Great.
Thanks for meeting me here, man. This is beautiful.
Thank you for coming.
I like it. So how can I help you?
I'm here to talk about my neighbor's dog. He goes from being a friendly, loving dog to a switch flips and he's nuts. Just absolutely loses controls. He's fighting whatever is near him. When things get a little bit too aggressive with Bonnie, my dog, her initial reaction is to sort of turn away.
Avoid the situation.
Right. Unfortunately, what happens is Caper does not stop, and so he'll continue to go after her. There was one occasion where Bonnie was hanging out with Caper. Leanne had let Bonnie and Caper out into the yard and sort of left them alone. About 15 minutes later, she went out to find Caper lying in a pool of his own blood, nearly dead. But what happened was Caper went after Bonnie.
Yeah.
She tried to walk away, and when he kept going after her, she defended herself.
Wow.
I felt terrible that my dog fought back against Caper, but he is relentless. He just keeps instigating and instigating. I'm concerned that it will happen again.
This is why I'm hoping that you can help, because something has to change.
If Leanne was not actively taking steps to solve this problem, I absolutely would call the landlord. I don't want to put anybody out of their home, but I have to be able to live comfortably in my home as well. And so I would absolutely have her evicted.
Leanne is bringing Caper to the park today, and I'm hoping that you can kind of get a sense of what his behavior is.
Yes.
I think you're going to be able to see the full-blown Caper.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Michael has asked Leanne to bring Caper to the park to meet Cesar. Cesar watches on to observe their behavior.
No. Caper.
That's pretty bad.
Cesar was called by Michael, whose neighbor Leanne's terrier wants to attack just about anything that moves. Michael invites Leanne and her dog to the park to meet Cesar.
No. Caper.
That's pretty bad. I think you need a little bit of help here. Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little. My name is Leanne, and I have a very naughty Lakeland Terrier named Caper. I got Caper when he was 8 weeks old through a Lakeland Terrier breeder. I fell in love with Caper on the ride home from the airport when he fell asleep in my lap upside down. For the first 6 or 7 months, he was just a regular, harmless dog, and then he stopped being harmless. We would be out in a park, and another dog would get involved, and he would attack that dog. He chased cars. He would jump the fence in the backyard to go after dogs walking down the street. If Caper is in the yard when a box comes over, that box is going to be short-lived. He destroys them. If it's moving quickly, he is moving after it. There was an incident recently where Caper bit a child. She was around 2 years old. She was walking with her parents, and Caper ran in and bit her. I remember being so sick about it. I was afraid that I was responsible for a child that was going to grow up and be afraid of dogs. My neighbor Michael's concerns about Caper's behavior are entirely legitimate. Caper did provoke a pretty massive dogfight with his pit bull, and he has the right to call the landlord and complain. It is not a question of if, it is a question of when Caper is going to do something that has really huge consequences. Whether that is someone being hurt, whether that is me being sued, and possibly someone requiring that Caper be put to sleep. I don't want to live with that fear, and I don't want Caper to have to live with that risk.
The first thing when you have so much excitement is actually just to slow it down a little bit. Obviously, he's on a high level, but then you're in a high level of tension.
That's my life.
Oh, okay, well, let's go for a little walk. Let's bring the skateboard. So he wants to attack it.
Yes.
So first I'm gonna just walk with it, and slowly I'm gonna put him on the ground. We'll come back. Caper is definitely an excited dog, so I just wanna start reconditioning him to stop associating the skateboard with excitement. So what I'm doing is desensitizing, having him right next to him. Look. Let him experience it. Hey. Hey. Caper responded to my corrections very well, but I needed to see how you do when the skateboard is moving. Right next to us. Just roll it right. This is good. This is pretty good. There you go. Hey. Really good. That's better. That's way better. Yes, way better. Very good. All right, let's go back to the owner.
Okay, here they come.
Just don't say anything, just walk in, join us. Let's keep going on a little walk.
So his tail is under. He seems afraid. When Cesar brought him back, he seemed very afraid, and that made me nervous for what had happened. So I'm definitely out of my comfort zone.
If he seems afraid, how do you feel?
I don't want him to live a fear-based life. I don't want him to be aggressive, but I also don't want him to be anxious.
If you tell him you can't move forward, then the brain is going to go to another option. They're going to fight, flight, and avoid. You say, we don't want fight. So right now you're seeing a flight.
And yes.
And it goes away. That's my point.
That's the part I haven't ever experienced. I only know him being
aggressive
or anxious and scared.
There you go. See it? So can we remove that? That is the goal.
It's hard to imagine.
Leanne expressed concern that her dog was scared, but it's one step at a time. Fight, flight, avoidance, surrender. Obviously, we want surrender. That's going to make him a happy dog. Now I get Caper, probably his first correction ever. He got a little confused, so instead of attacking, he actually moved away from the skateboard. That is flight. He's going through the right process, the right steps, but Leanne needs to get on board because she's too scared herself to help this dog. Caper's problem is clear. He has an owner that is too scared to teach him how to behave. In fact, her fear intensified his excitement.
I do not have calmness with Caper because I'm terrified of what will happen.
I get it, but I'm just
telling you. But now you're showing me that there's the possibility for the future for it not to be a danger to himself and others.
Because the miracle is going to be, can you let that go?
Okay, so what's my homework?
I can't give you homework because you need supervision.
Okay.
Once you develop a better understanding, and then I can give you homework because the fear has paralyzes you.
That sounds
So
like
you need support because you can't do it by yourself. It's not fair to ask you to do something by yourself. It's not fair. You get it?
I'm definitely grateful that Cesar recognized that I should not be left to my own devices at this point. I need repetition, and then I'll have confidence to correct Caper and point him in the right direction rather than confuse him.
Yes. The next miracle is coming.
Okay, after I take a nap.
Yeah, take it out.
Come on, buddy.
Caper, see you later, dude.
The next day, Cesar heads to Leanne's apartment to work with Caper.
Apartment 51.
Caper. Caper!
Oh, brother.
Cesar works with a nervous owner and her aggressive terrier, Caper. After attempting to teach Leanne to be a calm leader while in the park, he turns his attention to their home.
Apartment 51.
Caper. Caper!
Oh, brother. How are you? How are you? So what happens here? What do you do? How do you stop him? It's not even good for him.
I don't.
Well, let's change the roles, can we?
Yeah.
I'll go in there,
Okay.
and then you come and knock on the door so you see how will I address the situation.
Okay. Cesar shows up, and of course, Caper goes nuts as always. I'll be amazed if Cesar can stop him.
Okay, now you can knock on the door.
You're gonna come out?
I'm gonna be you.
Okay,
I'm
just
polite. I'm not gonna leave you outside. So here, this is when you connect. Hey, I'm not okay with that. So before I open the door, sit down, stay. Before I open the door, I have to make sure my dog is already in a better state of mind so I can go meet my guest. So I want my dog there. Come into your house.
Cesar changed the energy instantly. He just walked in, and it was instantly a different energy, and I felt calm, and I could see that Caper also felt calm.
So what happened before I went, I actually addressed it. He was excited. I'm not okay with that. Then I followed through, right? So he relayed me opening the door with a consummate state. Once I start doing this thing right there, you gotta be careful because they can redirect that. That's when they go and bite whatever they have available.
No dancing.
No dancing. No, this is beyond dancing. This is like a tornado. You know?
Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil moment. All right, I go outside, we practice what you learn.
Okay.
I tell Leah how to correct Caper, and Caper has actually responded very well. Now I just want her to control her nerves and to stay calm and to correct her dog when I ring the bell. Hi, Leon. How are you?
He's running away from me.
Oh, who? Your boyfriend? Follow through. Oh, yes.
Well, as long as people don't mind waiting.
Well, you know, why would I mind waiting when you can tell me as a friend, I'm working with my dog. And look at this. Look at this. Can you see it? What is he
Hey.
doing?
Chilling.
That's right. Call him.
Caper. Hey, buddy.
Right there. Right there. You can ask him to stay. There you go. There you go.
Is that okay that he
Oh,
went?
fantastic.
Okay.
That's what I wanted. Caper, come here, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy.
Look at the
yes.
tail go.
That's a good boy. I like that, Caper. So that becomes a boundary. This is a fence for boundary purposes. But he's not upset.
No, he's totally fine. I get it. I was really worried about scaring Caper, but now I see he's just calm. I've been the scared one, but I'm working on it.
The homework. The walk. Just walk around. Just to be around what you normally avoid. You know, strollers, bicycles, skateboards, rollerblades, any kind of wheel you can think of. And the doorbell, that would be great.
Okay. I went into this hoping that Caper and I could have a different relationship and that I could have a better life. In addition to that, I feel like Cesar has given me a way to live a calmer, less anxious existence.
All right, we see each other again. Do your homework and have fun, most importantly. Don't worry about the fear thing.
All right.
All right, girl.
Take care.
Yes.
See you soon.
After 2 weeks of practicing on her own, Leanne and her neighbor Michael meet Cesar at the DPC to go over her homework.
When I first met Leon, Caper was absolutely out of control. He was chasing, he was biting, tearing up the mail, you name it, he was doing it. Leanne had a great breakthrough last time I saw her, so I hope she kept it up without me.
I'm ready.
How we doing? How we doing?
I'm a little nervous.
Okay, boy.
We're working on that one.
After 2 weeks practicing on her own, Leanne returns to the Dog Psychology Center to show Cesar her homework. She needs to prove that she can keep both herself and Caper calm, or she risks being evicted from her apartment.
Okay, boy.
We're working on that one.
He really wants that skateboard.
He wants it.
Very good, I like that. You asking him to look at you before you actually touch the skateboard. That was really good. Yeah. So now, the package.
Oh, yeah. That's the caper I know.
This is what she's doing right here. It's really good. This is really good. This is really good. There you go.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yes. Doorbell guest. Love it. Love how calm you are. Very good.
That is just astounding.
Good?
I don't think good is big enough word, because you're gone from a dog that is definitely not an easy case to handle, but you managed to go into a surrender state. And now that you have direction and you've seen that it works, you know, it's just a matter of time.
Do I seem more calm?
Oh my God, yeah, as soon as you get out of the car.
Cesar's feedback was really validating. It's been hard work. I know the hard work is going to continue, but I can do it. I will do it. And Caper and I will be better for it.
You're doing fantastic. It worked out really good.
When I asked Cesar to come and help us, I was just at my wit's end. And just based on all the progress that Caper and Leanne have made,
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
I think that it's certainly going to be a more relaxed atmosphere around the neighborhood. You know, people aren't going to worry about how Caper is going to behave.
Michael, thank you very much. Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Caper, come on.
Bye.
Any others that want to come? Let's go.
For me today, Caper shows his ability to let go. And I'm hoping that Leah can do absolutely the same thing. Dogs are not students, they are teachers.
After working with Roxy on their own, the Washington family returns to the Dog Psychology Center to discuss an urgent matter with Cesar.
Faye, what's your name?
Faye.
Faye? And this boy?
This is Marcus.
Marcus! I received a call from Natalie and Kid with some very bad news. While they had Roxy, she attacked another dog. When I heard the news, we took immediate possession of Roxy. The other dog is recovering well. Now I need to talk to the family and figure out what to do next with this girl. How are we feeling? Obviously.
It's Natalie and I talked a long time. And just when we had Roxy at our house, her behavior just kind of disintegrated, honestly. And didn't know exactly what to do, and it just kind of got worse and worse. And now I would say, hey, can you walk the dog to see? And I would walk Roxy, and she was almost completely back to where she was in the first place. I think we felt hopeless.
We're at the point right now where we just can't handle her. It's gotten really bad, and we're worried if she attacks another dog, she'll be put down.
And so I think at this point, the one question we really wanted to ask you is if you would take Roxy for us and our family and help her have a better life.
Of course. Of course. One thing that we like to do, and I like to do, is first make sure she completely gets rehabilitated and possibly find a family that suits her. Otherwise, she stays with us the rest of her life.
Okay.
And she becomes part of the pack that helps other dogs. So we give her a purpose.
Yes.
We give her a family. This is certainly not the outcome I hoped for, but the family was just not compatible for Roxy. It's necessary to take her so we can save her life and keep the neighborhood safe. I'm going to work with her and then find her a compatible home. I have I have a heart for all dogs, but especially for the dogs that are most misunderstood, which is the aggressive one, quote unquote. And I've seen the other side of Roxy, so I know she will get to live without aggression.
That's why I and the kids are having such a hard time letting her go. Because, you know, she may have been aggressive and she may have been a difficult dog to have, but underneath all that, she was so loving and so amazing.
Right.
I'm just feeling heartbroken. You know, she's a member of our family and we're trying to do what's best for her. And sometimes doing what's best for your animal or for a member of your family isn't always the easiest choice, so.
But how do you like this place? For Roxy.
But she was really sad about me.
Well, you can visit her. What do you think about her having so many friends?
Really good.
Right?
Happy about
So that compensates the sadness a little bit?
Yes.
I understand the sadness, but one thing I can give her is for her to have fun with her own kind. That's how I can help a dog like Roxy and guarantee that she will have a normal life. And I hope that that plants a little bit of comfort.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Marcus, you want to see Roxy before you leave? Ladies?
Yes.
All right, let's get her. There she comes.
Comes
she comes.
Is that Roxy? You gonna go say hi?
Oh, she remembers you guys.
Roxy's a great companion, and losing that will be hard. And seeing her reminded me of that.
I don't want to say bye. I don't want to say bye.
You can say I'll see you soon. Marcus and Roxy have been together from the very beginning. You know, he calls her his girl. And so he initially started saying, I don't want to say goodbye. She's going to miss me. She's going to miss me.
Look how happy she is, Marcus.
But I think seeing her wag her tail and sniff around and where she'll be staying, he quickly recovered from that. And now he can end his story by saying, you know, she's going to miss me, but I know she's going to be in this amazing place.
Ready? All right.
There's a little bit of pain when we say goodbye to something, but I think there's bigger and better things for Roxy, and I want to see her, I guess, like a kid grow up.
Thank you, guys.
All right, say bye to Cesar,
We'll
guys.
take care of Roxy.
Bye.
Say bye,
Like it's one of
Roxy.
our own. There you go.
It's definitely a better story for Roxy and maybe even for our family than we would have been able to create for ourselves.
This family truly loved Roxy, but it would be irresponsible to keep a dog with a family that is not compatible to her. They're doing the right thing. They can visit Roxy anytime they wish. Hopefully we find her a balanced new home. In the meantime, she's in good hands. Come on, Roxy.